WordBuild the Game is designed to be used with the Elements series of WordBuild. It has all of the roots that are found in Elements levels 1, 2, and 3, plus about 100 more, so there are 210 roots and 18,000 words in the game. As you'll see, players will select a root and build lots and lots of words for that particular root. So for our demonstration, our player is going to be named Denny. I typed in his name, and now I'm going to hit enter and add him to the list, and off we go. So here I have a number of different things that I can do. I can just go straight into playing the game. I can do some score printouts. I'll show you that later. There's settings for music, etc. So let's just hit play and get started. I've selected the root form, and as you can hear, there's background music, which I'll turn off for the demo. There's 17 different songs, so students can choose whatever they like. So, what we have here on the screen is the root form, which is only spelled one way, which is really one of the reasons we start with that root, because it is only spelled one way. Over on the left, we have a box that has all the prefixes that will work with the root form. We have a list over here of other roots, and then on the right we have all the suffixes that will work with the root form. All those little numbers next to them are actually the numbers of words you could build that use that particular piece. So the only rule in playing the game is that you have to use the main root. So let's build a couple of words. How about reform? Now notice what it did right here in the center of the screen. As I picked each piece, it put the meaning of that piece in the center of the screen. So as students play this, they're going to see these meanings over and over and over again. It's tremendous reinforcement. So if I think that reform is a word, I hit check it.
Excellent.
And I'll get some audio feedback that says you did a good job, and it adds it to my word list down here. So reform means to give another form to shape again, which is a sum of the meanings of those two parts. Now, I can build some other words. How about inform?
Correctamundo.
All right, in means in or into, to give shape to ideas. Okay? So, what we do as adults is look at this and we build every form word we can think of. And then we look at the pieces, and that prompts us to think of some other form words, and then we stop. What kids do is just start grabbing pieces and throwing them up here and trying them. So they'll discover words that we didn't even think of. Kids just seem to be better at this than we are. I can always clear off that whole part and start over, or I can use pieces. Let's build one that has multiple parts. How about formation? So, remember, here are all the meanings of all the pieces. The suffixes always show up in blue, the prefixes were in green, and the root pieces are in red, and that's consistent up here as well.
You're so smart.
Now, what happens if we do a word that doesn't exist, like formidate?
That does not compute.
It tells us that that's not a valid word. Let's build a really big one.
You're a genius.
Yes, I am. Counter-reformation. See all those parts? And when you put all those parts together, it means an act against shaping again. That's really what that word means when you look at it. Okay? So you'll notice there's a timer at the bottom of the screen. There's a bar down here, and that's currently turned off. So that means I'm in self-paced mode. I can play as long as I want to, and when I'm finished, I can hit print my words and print off that list. And the next time I come in here, or excuse me, the next time Denny comes in here, if he chooses the root form, he'll start with the list and just be able to add words to it. However, if the timer is turned on, any route you pick, you start with a blank slate. You have 3 minutes to build as many words as you can, as fast as you can. You can have 99 players, so we have not met a family yet that will not accommodate. Let's build one more. What do you think the word malformed means? Well, let's see. Probably means something like it was badly shaped, because that's what the pieces mean.
Radio.
There you go. Okay. So that's really all there is to it. It's a lot of fun, and printing that list is always interesting because you end up looking at lists of words and you have no idea that there is a relationship between words on your long list, but there is, because they're all part of that same root family. Now if I quit this,
Thank you, please come again.
there are some other things in here. I could print out the high scores, which right now, for this root, cap, Nancy has the high score. Let's look at our root form that we were just playing and see who has the high score for that one. Ah, hasn't been played. Denny hasn't played it. Aha. Am I looking at the right place? Oh, okay, there is no high score because the timer was not turned on. I'm sorry. If I look at my scores, I will see what Denny just got. So Denny's score is 20 points, 5 words, right? And these can be printed at any time. So if you're using this in conjunction with the program, if on day 4 you say go play the game, you can say when you're finished, go play for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. When you're finished, I want you to print your word list, and it'll have the date and time on it, and so you'll be able to use that as part of what you're doing and say, okay, I know he played it or she played it, and here's what they got. There's some videos to help you through this. There's settings that let you choose what music you want, whether you turn the timer on or off, etc. So it's very simple, very straightforward, and kids seem to really be captivated by this and have fun with it.